Before we get started with today's episode, I want to give a huge shout out to our sponsor today, Best Fiends. What are you doing in your free time, huh? Playing Best Fiends, I hope. And if you're not playing Best Fiends yet, you really should be. It's hours of fun you can enjoy anytime. I enjoy it while listening to podcasts. It's so cute. They've got such great graphics for being little cartoon characters. You go to different worlds. You collect different characters. They help you defeat bad guys. It's great, especially in the world that we are in right now. It's like a little getaway from it. So, hours of fun right at your fingertips, and you can even play offline. Best Fiends has thousands of levels already with new levels, events, and characters added every month. With over 100 million downloads and tons of 5-star reviews, Best Fiends is a must-play. You can download Best Fiends free on the Apple App Store or Google Play. That's friends without the R. Best Fiends. Get it.
That's best with the beat. B-E-S-T.
Yes, dear. Hello, welcome back to Shit They Don't Tell You. I'm Nikki Limo, and this is my co-host, whatever he is today.
It's the Miracle Man.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yep.
So blessed.
It just works out. It just works out.
You ever just like, you're just like trying to live life and then 2020?
Oh, yeah. I 2020'd. 2020 happens.
Like,
2020 happens every day.
I'm just like, I'm gonna try to move on now, but then 2020 is like, nah, we're gonna 2020.
Yeah, no, you get 2020 pretty
good. It just keeps like 2020 all over your whole fucking face.
Yeah,
and then it just,
tits.
You're like, please stop 2020.
Yeah.
And it's like, nah, we're
2020's got a lot in there.
Take another 2020.
2020's got a lot in there. That's for sure.
So yeah, that's where I'm at.
Yeah, I felt it.
So I thought that we'd do a topic today on meditation because I know I'm not alone in this 2020 where almost everything feels out of your control.
Well, it is.
Like, it's quite a year, but usually there's an element of feeling like you're in control.
Yes, but there's a beautiful...
2020 just came up and snatched it.
But there's a beautiful embrace once you realize that everything is out of your control. It is almost like a monk-like state.
All right.
That you can achieve.
I don't like Miracle Man. Can we switch him out?
I call it Miracle Man Enlightenment.
Can we switch him out?
You can go there if you want.
Can we bring Ace in? I think Ace is probably having some problems.
Well, Ace owes a lot of money for gambling.
Oh, shit.
So Ace is in the hole right now. So.
An ace in the hole is like a good thing, isn't it?
Not if you bet the other way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, geez. We're going to talk about meditation today because it is one of the things that helps you relinquish control, but also brings you to the present moment, which is a beautiful connection to the world. And I think that a lot of people out there have heard of meditation and they're like, they have a lot of different feelings about it. Some are like, I want to do it, but I don't think I can do it. You know, I don't know how people do it. I don't know how to start doing it.
I used to find it very silly.
Yeah, with that.
And I remember moving to Los Angeles, California, and I remember going to the New York Film Academy, and I remember having what they called a body movement class.
Yeah.
And it was the worst shit ever.
But is it?
It was the worst shit ever.
Yeah.
You know, I was at a certain age, I just thought, I don't know, I thought it was whack.
Yeah.
All right. And I'm in this class, and they're like, now breathe and fucking touch your toes and shit. And I don't know, I couldn't hang. But years later, I discovered...
You couldn't touch your toes?
Well, no, I couldn't hang with all the, I don't know, very airy-fairy wackadoo shit about it.
I pictured you trying to hang and touch your toes and not being able to hang.
I can touch my toes.
I don't think you
very well, actually. I have quite a reach, I will have you know.
All right.
But, yeah, so I was not into it. And then it's funny because years later, I actually realized that I've done meditation my whole life. I just didn't know that I was doing it.
You want to elaborate on that?
Well, yeah, I whenever I need to, I can go to a certain place, like in my brain or whatever, and it just relaxes me. Like, but I have to remember that I can do it. If you don't remember that you can do it, because sometimes we all get mad and all kinds of shit. If you don't remember you can do it, then you're just kind of spinning out or whatever.
Yeah.
But when I'm aware that I can do that, like there's just a certain spot in my brain. It's not too hot, not too cold, just right. And I go there, and that's the same as meditation.
It's the Goldilocks part of your brain.
It is.
Yeah. I think that there's a lot of misconceptions about meditation, that you have to be like some in some spiritual position. You got to sit with your legs crossed. You got to be oming, like going
Yeah, or
like
even listening to music.
shit
You don't have
like
to
that,
do any of that
or anything. And really, what it is an exercise that brings you to mindfulness. And people, what? Why?
No, I'm opening.
Why?
I meant to pre-open it. I usually pre-open before the show. Sorry, everybody. Sorry.
And when you get to mindfulness, little irritating things maybe aren't so irritating anymore.
Fair.
I don't know if everyone in this room is connected to mindfulness.
I mean, you're certainly
we're
not.
trying to
We'll
get
get
there.
you there though.
Yeah. So mindfulness is just the basic human ability to be fully present, aware of where we are and what we're doing, and not overly reactive or overwhelmed by what's going on around us. Mindfulness is a quality that every human being already possesses. It's not something you have to conjure up. You just have to learn how to access
So
it.
it's like being present.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I literally just said that.
I love that.
I like literally.
And I
Literally just said
I boiled it all the way back down into that, which was nice.
Yeah, but being present is what's being present.
It's you're not thinking about anything else other than where you are and who you're talking with.
I got you to unboil it, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
By the way, Steve is going to do a guided meditation at the end of this episode. So the last 10 minutes of this will be a guided meditation for those of you who are interested.
They're going to think it's a bit.
We've mentioned this before in an episode. Well, now we're following through, okay?
Guess what? We're building up to it so that you guys all think it's a bit. And then when I actually do it, you'll be very confused. Yep.
Yeah, so mindfulness is like you're basically aware with all of your senses of the present moment. Like you're very connected with your sight, your smell, your hearing. Like you are just here in the moment. But it's really hard to continually do that, even if you know that you should be doing that or like you want to be doing that, without like practice and like exercises that kind of get you back there, or something that can like easily get you back there when you realize you're not being in the moment and you're not being mindful, then it's hard to do. You know, if you're
it's like I've described it to people because when I talk about the soft Goldilocks zone in my brain that I can go to, I've described it to people as like an actor, almost like doing a voice, and how they have certain phrases that they can say to get them into that voice every time. It's exactly like that.
Like when you're trying to do an accent.
Exactly.
Like saying a certain phrase.
Yeah, like if you're doing a Dr. Evil impression, you always got to say, you know, like $1 million or million, whatever, you know, and whatever that gets, wherever gets you into it. That's how it is, but in my head though. And I've been doing it for.
That was a terrible Dr. Evil impression, by the way.
Well, I wasn't trying to. Do you want me to actually?
Yeah, I do.
Would you like me to unveil my Dr. Evil?
Yeah, I do.
Everybody here. Wow, the debut. Okay. $1 million.
Well, that's pretty good.
Pretty good, right?
Yeah, I didn't want to give it to you, but I'm going to give it to you.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Worked on that all night.
So meditation is essentially an exercise that helps you get into mindfulness, and throughout it kind of sets the tone for your day. So you throughout the day, at least for me, it changed the way that I engage in the world. It changed how I react to things, and I can really tell if I haven't meditated that day. And it's not just something that's like a quick fix. I'm going to go over some like misconceptions about it and some benefits for it, but it's not just like, oh, I meditated once and now I'm like fucking connected. It's called a practice because you have to do it. You have to practice.
Well, yeah, because 2020 is beating at your fucking door and windows.
Yeah.
Like afterwards. So you could be linked or whatever. You can feel this like great presence.
2020 is the battlefield out there. There's like bullets flying, arrows flying, cannonballs flying, every sort of archaic warfare.
2020's got a big swinging dick out there.
There's like fire arrows out there. And what meditation does is basically build you a coat of armor so that you can survive it all. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, your armor might get worn down, and the next day you got to build your armor back up right again.
Exactly, because we're all human beings, and at the end of the day, you still have to just do your human things. And so while you do those human things, some things get through, and you have to be able to regulate that shit.
Yeah. And some of you out there might be like super bored with this episode. You're like, the meditation, how can you even be interested? Well, guess what, buddy? You're probably the one that needs meditation the most.
You got him.
In your life, because you sound pretty judgy.
Yeah, you're so weird and judgy.
You sound really judgy.
Yeah, you don't like meditation? What do you like out there, huh?
It's bacon, maybe?
Yeah. I like turkey bacon.
All right. Yeah. What do you think of that, Judgy McJudgester?
I actually think it tastes exactly like regular bacon. What do you think of that shit? I don't know how it's
hate
possible.
the taste of regular bacon.
Well, it's very good. I know that there's a lot of bacon fans out there, but I gotta say, turkey bacon.
Good note. Not sponsored. So let's go over some of the scientific benefits. Maybe you're a facts person out there and you're like, well, this sounds very, very woo-woo.
I'm a bacon-eating facts person.
Yeah. This is the same guy.
Yeah.
We're just picking on this one guy out there.
He's microwaving bacon right now because he microwaves it.
So this is from healthline.com. And it's 12 science-based benefits of meditation. And it's written by an MD, PhD.
Oh, shit.
So I believe it.
Sit up straight out there.
Yeah. Some fact checks, some stuff. So number 1, meditation reduces stress. Stress reduction is one of the most common reasons people try meditation. It is how I got into meditation because I was like, I have all this stress. I know it's not healthy. Heart problems run in my family. But I don't know what to do with this. I tried exercising, which is in itself a form of meditation because you're kind of connecting with the present moment. But I just didn't know how to control my breath. I was getting a lot of anxiety attacks and stuff. And doing regular meditation does help to control that. It helps to just let everything the fuck go. Mm-hmm. You know, this is not the scientific part anymore. This is my...
Oh, I'm sorry.
Reduce stress is the scientific part.
I thought he was like a cool doctor. Let everything the fuck go, step 2.
Yeah, it's science number 2.
Yeah, I like it.
Let it the fuck go. Yeah, for me, it's like you have all this stressful shit going on, right? But that's like controlling your life most of the time. And meditation is like a 10 to 15, maybe 20 minute increment of time where you just get to be in control of like not having to think about that. Like you just get to... You get freedom. It's like a freedom zone. And you're like, yo, not during these 20 minutes. After these 20 minutes, all you thoughts, you can come back in here. You can pester me all you want. You can try to stress me out.
You can try.
But during these 20 minutes, I get to not have to think about it.
Yeah. And there's so what I do for that is there's a great picture taken by the Voyager 1 spacecraft, which we sent out in like the 70s to like just explore the universe. And there's a picture of it just before it leaves our solar system. It like has a camera mounted on it, and it took a picture of the Earth. And we're just they call it the pale blue dot photo. Mm-hmm. And we are just a speck. There's a giant cosmic abyss, and we are a little blue dot, right? So you think about all the problems of the world, all the problems that have ever existed in the world for billions and billions and billions of people. It all exists in this one infinitesimally small place. And when you think about that and how little we all are, your own problems become even smaller.
I think that's really mean to not think about alien stress.
I'm sorry.
Like to think
I'm sorry, aliens.
Stress. Yeah, aliens might have stress too.
I apologize to all aliens.
Really rude. Okay, back to the straight # facts.
Yes.
2, it controls anxiety. I already kind of went over that, but I'm not a...
But let's reiterate.
I'm not a scientist, so it helps that it's on this list.
That's tight.
You know, because I was like, well, it does it for me, but is it scientifical? I don't know. Number 3, promotes emotional health. So some forms of meditation can also lead to an improved self-image and a more positive outlook on life. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of controlled studies with this. There's inflammatory chemicals called cytokines, which are released in response to stress, can affect mood, leading to depression. A review of several studies suggests meditation may reduce depression by decreasing these inflammatory chemicals.
Shit.
And so they did different studies on that, and they found it to be scientifically true. For me, I didn't know that process, but I knew that I could go into a meditation feeling like there's no hope in the entire world, and something about releasing thought and feelings for just 20 minutes made me come out the other end. It's kind of what you said, pulling back from the pale blue dot.
Yes.
It takes you out of all this. Sometimes we get tunnel vision on our stress and depression and all the bad things and negativity going on in the world. And meditation kind of breaks you out of it.
Exactly.
Almost existentially.
Takes you to a higher plane, believe it or not.
I don't know if I believe that one.
That's what I believe.
Okay.
Well, because I believe...
For some people, perhaps.
Well, I think for every people.
Oh. for every
No,
people.
because I think that when you're doing it like epically,
Yeah.
then it takes you to a higher plane.
I think that's what's intimidating for people is like, well, if I don't experience this higher plane thing, then I must not be doing it right.
Well, hopefully you're stressing out a lot about that.
I did. I used to get really stressed out because I felt like I wasn't meditating right.
Really?
Yeah, it actually created more stress for me in the beginning than it did help me relax.
Interesting.
Because I just felt like I wasn't doing it right. When I focused on my breathing, I felt like I wasn't breathing right all of a sudden, which caused me to like get shorter breaths and almost hyperventilate from not knowing if I knew how to breathe anymore.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was like a mind fuck. So
You know what's so funny about meditation to me is, like I was saying, how I used to think it was so funny and stuff, and I had to kind of make fun of it here and there.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember being a kid doing what I'm going to do with everybody for the guided meditation all the time, and I would just do it, and I didn't even know I was meditating. I'm like 3 years old and doing this shit, and then years later, I was actually doing a guided meditation with Nikki. And then she found some audio thing.
no, it was like this. You did this guided meditation with me, and I was like, holy shit, you have to listen to this, because for the past month, I had been doing this guided meditation via an app that I had on my phone. And it was the exact same fucking thing that Steve said, like almost verbatim. He used a few different descriptive words, but it was the same visualization to a T. And I've never heard anything like it before.
So I've been doing that since I was 3 years old. So how weird is that?
It was really weird
like, yeah, that blew my mind.
that it was just like born into
Because then she
you.
had me listen to this thing, and I'm
Yeah.
like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Because
It was
really,
very specific
yeah.
visuals.
And that's why I try to tell everybody this shit. Nobody's that special or interesting. Everybody's kind of boring, because even this thing that I've been doing since I was a little kid, somebody else was already doing too, which is fucking great. Like it's
Yeah.
there's a beautiful synergy once you realize that nobody's special.
But so just for the people out there that know, and we're going to get into some misconceptions in a minute, but I think that if you're scared of just not being able to do it right, don't be scared of that. Like, don't like let that, just let go of this like notion of right or wrong.
Yeah, and if you walk
Yeah.
away from it and you're like, I don't feel XYZ, that's okay.
Yeah.
You can just try
It's
it again.
a practice, not a perfect.
Yeah, come on
See?
now.
Number 4, it enhances self-awareness. So some forms of meditation may help you develop a stronger understanding of yourself, helping you grow into your best self.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that if you do it consistently enough, like it
Yeah.
really does just changes your mindset.
And depending, like when you set your intentions beforehand, like if your mindset is to just clear your head, then that's different. You can set an intention to like have like self-reflection.
Mm-hmm.
You can set an intention for groundedness. It could be for like to be more positive. Like you can set that beforehand. So different meditations will have different outcomes, I think, too. But it says here, for example, self-inquiry meditation explicitly aims to help you develop a greater understanding of yourself and how you relate to those around you.
Interesting.
Yeah, and for me, that's like I take that as the way I've experienced that is just like it brings you into the more like connectedness of like how we're all connected.
Yeah.
And it changes your interactions with people because like, you and I have road rage where it's like,
Big
fuck
time.
this person, like
Yes.
that guy's an asshole.
Slow wall
Oh
of
my
people.
God.
I'm so sick of being behind a slow wall of fucking people.
Yeah, or at the grocery store, everyone's in your way,
Yes,
whatever.
they are.
But I find, and this is just personally, maybe not for you, because you run on a very even keel of anger.
Thank you.
But
Sincerely,
I
thank you.
find that meditation changes the way I interact with people
Of course it does.
during the day for sure.
course it does.
Like if I had meditated at the beginning of the day, I don't see people as being a separate thing that's like in my way or like trying to piss me off that day. It's like, oh, well, maybe that person is having a rough day. Like it almost like makes you more empathetic towards the other party.
It's kind of how everyone gets during Christmas time.
Yeah.
Like more people let you in traffic. Like when you're trying to get over, LA people don't always speed up necessarily, which is like as soon as you turn your fucking blinker on, you live in Los Angeles, California,
Yeah.
people are zooming. They're like, fuck you, you're not coming in my lane, asshole.
Yeah.
But in Christmas time, they're like, yeah, sure, come on in, it's the holidays.
It's crazy.
It's funny. It does happen though. And I notice people get doors for you more in Christmas time. So interesting.
Yeah, it's true. People feel more charitable.
Yeah.
I do feel like there is a sort of collective consciousness where if the majority, like right now, the collective consciousness is like filled with anxiety and feeling not in control. Like it's like the majority of people right now, we're all stuck indoors. You know, there's a virus going on out there. There's it's an election year. There's a lot of political stuff going on. There's just like your families are fighting maybe on Facebook, and whatever other concerns you have, like, oh, people getting laid off their jobs because of the virus stuff. So there's a lot of like really life-changing things happening that are like out of your control, which makes you kind of spin out. And I feel that on a collective level. But during Christmas time, like you're talking about, it also works in the positive where if you're connected, if you're like plugged into that and everybody as a group is feeling like this lighter, like cheerful,
even conversations,
giving, charitable.
Like, what are you doing for the holidays? Oh, yeah, cool. Like, it's not like, yeah, 2020, huh? Yeah, 2020, huh?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, which is right now.
Are you mocking me in the intro?
No, that's how everyone is right now.
Yeah.
That's
2020, though, like.
Exactly.
Right?
Hey, 2020? Yeah.
Yo, motherfuck 2020. I don't know if I could find forgiveness.
I get it. Look, I get it on the one hand, but on the flip back
there's a lot
side,
of great things that are coming out of 2020.
I always try to find the good in all things.
And I think that meditation helps with that. Yeah. Like it does help you when you clear your head and you kind of release all that negativity, it does make room for you to see the positives in everything. It makes you kind of the things that you're grateful for stand out a lot more.
And as long as you recognize that you're still a human being, you're going to be, back to quote unquote normal afterward. You're like, this is not a transcendental experience that forever changes your mind.
But if you're in a regular practice,
exactly, I
do find that like if someone does something that normally pisses you off, you kind of let it roll off your back a lot easier. Right. And it's like, it's just like life's too short to take yourself that seriously.
That's why, dude, I have avoided so many fights in my life by being able to go to that place in my brain because I'm aware of it. During a situation that's like fucked, I'm like oddly calm.
That's great.
Same shit happens if something runs out in the middle of the road for some reason. Like car is about to get hit by something, like say a fucking crate or something in the middle of the road. For some reason, like an enormous sense of calm just comes over me, and I'm just like, do whatever. It seems like everything's slowed down.
Wait, what do you mean?
Well, like if I'm in a
if
situation,
you're in the car.
Yeah, like I'm driving.
Oh, okay. I'm just picturing you watching a crate almost hit a car, and I'm.
Oh no, hit my car.
Okay,
it's like
that
a
makes more
sudden
sense.
moment of like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
For some reason, I just go to this very calm place.
Yeah, same. I think when things are too far out of my control, it's just like, okay, well, I'm just gonna let go and let God.
You do that.
Yeah.
You do. No, people think that Nikki's such a crybaby and all this stuff.
I am a crybaby.
Well, you are a crybaby. And all this stuff.
It's like little things, right?
Yeah, but then big things,
huge things happen. I'm like,
you have a weird calm.
This is it. It is what it is.
Good, but if you get like the tiniest little hairline cut on any part of your body, the world is ending.
Yeah.
Like you are freaking out. But for some reason, if a huge thing happens, you get all the chill in the world.
Yeah.
That's why they call you icebreaker.
I almost like go the opposite way where I just have to laugh.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I think that's why we all got into comedy though.
Yeah.
Because it's like the dark shit and then just trying to make it lighter.
Exactly.
And it's like your only coping mechanism. Otherwise, you'll just spiral into doom.
And that's why they started calling you Iceman.
Icebreaker?
Iceman as well.
Icebreaker, Breaker 1, 2, 3.
You got two nicknames. Pretty cool.
Cool. People only call me the Icebreaker, so I don't know what you're talking about with that
I've seen a couple Icemans out there.
I don't know about that.
I see you.
Another scientific thing is that it lengthens attention span. I didn't know that specifically, but I will say that it felt like the time slowing down thing for me, where if I don't meditate, I'm like, how is the time going so fast? How is it already noon? I was supposed to get everything done by 10 and now it's already noon, and all this stuff just feels like it's piling on and I feel like I can't keep up with time. And then when you meditate and you're like, time is an illusion and we're just living in it, whatever.
So sick. That was good.
Yeah.
You know what's great about you is that you know how stupid everything sounds.
Yeah.
But while we both believe in it.
Yeah.
It's so cute. I love it.
We're cute.
We're cute. Well, that's what you do. Try to do when you want to be a funny person, right? Or like want to be in comedy at all, like trying to comment on the world and on silly things.
You have to be self-aware.
Yeah.
Which that was the last one. Is that like it enhances self-awareness? So
it's fantastic.
You're able to see the humor in
It's so
all
healthy.
the things.
Because I was listening to I can't remember what it was. I was watching something where Matt Damon was being interviewed about how he was portrayed in Team America.
I was just thinking in my head, Matt Damon.
Exactly.
Because I can't hear his name without thinking that.
So the entire point of that movie, when they were making fun of celebrities, is like, look at these celebrities. They all take themselves so fucking seriously, right? And like, so they just fucking wrecked these fools, right? And they wrecked everybody in that movie. But they wrecked these fools, right? And then Matt Damon was interviewed about it and like, well, what did you think of that? And he's like, first of all, like, you think about how people perceive you in the world and you're always thinking about that. And he's like, and when they basically say like, all I can do is say my own name. Like, I'm like, what the hell is that? Like that's what people see when they see me is just a guy who could barely say his own name. And I'm like, how fucking funny is it?
That's so funny.
How funny is it that, and then he's like, oh, by the way, like they're geniuses. Like I love Train Matt. I never got to talk to him about it, but like they're geniuses. But like, yeah. And then he adds, right? He adds at the end of it. He's like, by the way, all of us at the time, like all the celebrities who were mentioned in that movie, we were all against the Iraq War. So history was on our side, not theirs. And so I'm like, man, dude, Tran Matt wrecked you so hard, got in your head so fucking deeply that it just proves how seriously you take yourself. That they just made fun of you just having you say Matt Damon. And he can't fucking hang with it, bro. He's like, I was right about the Iraq War, by the way. And it's like, dude, bro, the question was about Team America. It's so fucking funny. I love it.
I know. I actually love Matt Damon, though.
Oh, I love Matt Damon. It's not about that.
I know.
It's just how
that even Matt
seriously
Damon can
take himself seriously.
Yeah.
And we all do that all the time.
Dude, them haters live in your head rent free.
They sure do, man.
They really take up space in there.
Once they get in there, dude, they fucking move in and get all the furniture in there, too.
That's why you got to meditate and flush them out. Just like, there's some exercises where it's like, put all your negativity in a balloon and then watch it go.
It works.
Like, bye.
That shit works, I think.
It does.
I think that shit
Having visualizations like that, like once you get to like, okay, I can be quiet and still for 5 minutes, right? And then you start adding visualizations that help you with specific problems that you're having.
Yeah.
It does really help. It's like the arrow thing that we did that we always talk about with our relationship, how we had these grudges that we didn't know we had against each other, and we pulled them out one by one, and we broke them, like literally
physically broke them.
Physically pretended like we were breaking an arrow over our legs.
Like an improv scene.
And forgot about it.
And then we smoked fake cigarettes. Invisible cigarettes.
I did smoke invisible. I do that. Yes, I do smoke invisible cigarettes a lot. And then you know what? You know what's crazy? I've done that all my life. I've never smoked. I can't smoke cigarettes or marijuana really. But I was watching this show This Is Us last year, and one of the characters in there, the wife, she does that.
Does she?
She smokes fake cigarettes
for stress
when she's stressed out,
and not fake like physical fake. She does the miming.
Yeah,
thing?
it's just the breath. You know what that does is just meditation. It brings it back to your breath. You gotta take a long.
If you're not watching,
and you hold your breath
on the tubes, you're missing out on some really.
And then you
miming.
Exhale, and then when you exhale, it's like all that. Okay.
Sorry.
Whoever's listening on headphones,
there's a lot of smoke in here.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of fake smoke.
So I don't
know. You
know.
gotta really visualize it.
So I guess the time warp thing though is that it actually lengthens your attention span. Focused attention meditation is like weightlifting for your attention span. It helps increase the strength and endurance of your attention.
Me and Nikki were outside recently at I don't remember where we were. We were on the patio, and we're just out there smoking fake cigarettes for probably an hour.
An hour?
Wouldn't you say we're doing it for like an hour?
No.
Well, like 20 minutes?
You're crazy.
What was it, like 30 minutes?
It was like 10 minutes. At max.
It was a long time. Dude.
It felt like a long time because it literally lengthens your
It felt like
your
forever.
attention span.
Yeah. It was funny though. It was really fun.
Yeah, it was. Oh, on that note, we're going to take a break right now. But when we come back, we are going to get into 1, what are the misconceptions? And 2, how the fuck do I start meditating? Because I need this shit right now.
And 3, Steve Green of Steve Green comedy fame, Ace, the Miracle Man, the Iceman, will be doing a guided motherfucking meditation.
They know.
Well, yeah, but I wanted to tease it a little harder.
All right.
After the break.
And once again, we want to give a shout out to our sponsor today, Best Fiends. We love you, Best Fiends.
We love Best Fiends.
Yes, Best Fiends has challenging puzzles to solve, cute characters to collect, and new levels added every day. I'm really hooked on it, and if you're anything like me, you will be too, because maybe you jump from game to game, and then you will get stuck on this game. I love me some puzzles. I love me some beating levels. I love me some fighting bad guys with new characters. Especially with the graphics they have and the little like worlds they have. Oh my gosh. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I like collecting items personally.
I play with my friend Tiff Del Real. Shout out. She's actually on like way higher levels than me, but we won't talk about that. But anyway, we compete over who's in the lead, and I'm actively always trying to catch up to her, and it gets fun.
It'll happen. Hey, dude, I'll take her phone.
That's mean.
I'll take her phone next time I'm there.
Okay, it's mean, but I'm into it.
Okay.
And then I'll be in the lead. Hell yeah. Competition, puzzles, cute characters. What more could you ask for?
Dude, there's 100 million people playing this game, so couldn't be more competition.
Exactly, but I'm going to beat all of them.
I know you will.
Because I have that level of dedication and discipline.
And I'm going to find out a way to power down all their phones.
We'll work together as a team. Bonnie and Clyde, baby. You know what I'm saying? Best Fiends has thousands of levels already with new levels, events, and characters added every month. It's hours of fun right at your fingertips. And you can even play offline, which is super helpful for if you live like in a tunnel or in a basement, or if you were used to travel on an airplane. Then they used to make you turn off your Wi-Fi. Yeah. With over 100 million downloads and tons of 5-star reviews, Best Fiends is a must-play. You can download Best Fiends free on the Apple App Store or Google Play, and then that's friends without the R. Best Fiends.
I got it.
Okay, cool. And we're back. And we're going to talk about a couple of things, because the haters that are still listening, those like
so many
bacon-eating, judgy haters, are like
bacon bits.
Well, I have a lot of qualms about meditating before starting. If you were a supposed hater, and maybe you got to get into character first a little bit.
I can do that.
What are some misconceptions right away that you would think of? Like some things that you were like, you know what, not for me.
You know what? I don't like looking stupid.
Well, you will look stupid.
Oh.
You will look so stupid.
Really?
And you know what?
Why?
You're going to just accept the moment and accept that that's who you are.
But what if I feel stupid? That's pretty bad.
Well, that's what meditation's for, to help you release that feeling of being stupid and realize you just are. You aren't stupid or smart. You just are.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
All right. What about if people think that I'm pretty cool, and then all of a sudden they're going to see that I do meditation? That's like not that cool, huh?
Well, it sounds like you have an ego problem. So meditation will probably take care of that too.
Shit. All right.
Okay.
What if I don't want to meditate at all?
Oh.
Because I'm pretty chill already.
Well, then don't.
Wow, you guys are pretty open-minded. You're not trying to get everyone on board, huh? You're not like the vegans, huh?
Well, no, we just want serious people only is the thing.
I see. You're not like the vegans or the meat eaters.
Not like the vegans or the meat eaters?
Well, you know the vegan pushers and the meat eater pushers?
Yeah.
Like those ones.
Yeah, there's extremists on any genre of any conversation you could ever talk about.
Exactly.
Meditation will probably help with that, for sure.
You know, there's really no egg pushers, though.
There are.
People were like, oh, you got to eat these eggs.
No, there are.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Especially like if there's like the vegan community, there's a lot of fights over whether or not eggs are okay.
I see. My bad.
Vegans are like, if you eat an egg, that's not vegan for sure. And I get it. But the vegans that are like, but I'm vegan in every other aspect. I just want to eat eggs because, of whatever reason.
What if I want to be a vegan, but I'm down with eating emu eggs because one bit me one time and I fucking hate emus?
Okay, we're moving on.
Okay.
So there's a couple other misconceptions that I think are a lot more common, is that there's only one type of meditation, which I touched on this earlier. You do not have to just sit cross-legged and like om yourself to death into a meditation. Some meditations are like that if that's like up your alley, if you want to do that. There's also like...
Do you know what the om is?
Do I know what the om is?
Yeah.
I think I've read about it before, but no, I don't really.
The om is the natural sound of the universe.
Oh.
I believe. Perhaps I have misstated, but I believe that that's what it is. And so the idea is that you are replicating the sound of the universe, and therefore you're like becoming one with it.
There was a back in the day, like over a decade ago.
Okay.
I was heavy into Wayne Dyer, Dr. Wayne Dyer.
Remind me him real quick. You mentioned him all the time to me.
Oh yeah, he's a
lately for some reason.
I don't know what you would call him. I mean, he's an author of several books, but not a self-help guru, but like he's really into just like helping you visualize and like, you know, get grounded. He's kind of like an Eckhart Tolle, but not as spiritually like that.
And that's Eckhart Tolle. He's very spiritual.
Yeah, he's very like, I don't even feel like he's human sometimes.
Got it.
He is human. By the way, I love you, Eckhart Tolle. You're totally human. But if you watch his channel, you're like, how is this a person? Like he reminds me like of a wise oracle, like he just like sits atop a mountaintop almost with like, and there's like fog around him and stuff.
Whoa.
That's what I feel like he is.
Dang,
it's like his
dude.
essence.
That's so funny.
He also kind of reminds me of like a wise turtle.
Okay.
I don't know why. That's the image I
Dude,
get.
you think a bunch of people are going to send Eckhart Tolle this video?
No, I hope not.
And he's like sitting there eating a TV dinner and he's like, I'm pretty normal.
I fucking love turtles, by the way. And I'm thinking sea turtles, you know, they just seem wise, unbothered, live a long time. They just seem like they're just floating gracefully through the freaking ocean.
Have you ever swam next to one?
Yeah,
I have.
many times.
But I have too.
Okay, well, I'm trying to get back to my point about Wayne Dyer, and you're taking me so off track. It's crazy.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, so Wayne Dyer, at one point, he had this meditation where in the morning, you do because it's a gratitude sound. It's like a sound of like gratitude. And you think of all the things you're grateful for, and you do that. And then at night, you can do one that's because that's the sound of creation.
Sick.
Yeah. And you're just like, but with your diaphragm. So it's like, and you just like.
That's how it sounds when I'm nutting, which is similar to creation.
No, it doesn't.
Oh.
You sound like this.
You know what you sound like?
What?
You barely even make any sounds at all.
All right, well, there you go.
Yeah. But I do pretty good though, right?
So back to what I'm trying to fucking say. Jesus Christ on a cracker. So Tai Chi is a different form of meditation where it's like more physical, you know, and you're just like moving like this. They also say like yoga, like anything that brings you into your body, into your breath, into the present moment is considered meditation. Washing dishes even.
Dude, I believe that.
Yeah.
Also mowing the lawn, bud.
Yeah.
I fucking love mowing the lawn.
Exactly.
It's like it takes you to a higher plane of elevation or something because you're just focused on
Does
this
everything take you to a higher plane?
Well, I know, but certain tasks can.
Yeah.
Like doing dishes, but for some reason mowing the lawn, you just see the accomplishment in front of you.
Yeah.
And you can literally see where you missed.
And so you're also kind of in nature, so.
Yeah. And the smell of fresh cut grass.
I love the smell of fresh cut grass. My dad was a baseball player, so we'd always go to the baseball fields, and it's always like fresh cut grass. So it reminds me a lot of my childhood.
Do you think that I would beat your dad at baseball?
No.
Fuck.
Oh,
This is
also
rough
people
interview.
think that it's all about being still and quiet. They're like, how am I going to be still and quiet that whole time? But stable, non-reactive attention is developed in all meditation types, particularly targeted at mindful practices. Other meditation types cultivate qualities such as compassion, generosity, forgiveness. Another form, sometimes called deconstructive meditation, specifically develops contemplative insight into the working and nature of our minds. I don't know what that means.
That's some heady shit, dude.
Yeah, I
You're
mean,
like
but basically,
it's like getting high, basically.
And then also I've heard a lot of people say like, I can't empty my mind. So like I can't meditate because I can never shut the thoughts up. I can't empty my mind. And I totally feel you on that. Like that's the hardest part. But also I think being okay with thoughts coming up. You just recognize that you just had a thought, and that self-awareness that you had a thought therefore takes you out of that thought, and you just let it float away. Like you almost just like allow it, and you don't get mad at yourself for having the thought, because a lot of what I was doing in the beginning was just like getting so fucking frustrated that I couldn't stop thinking.
That's you.
And I would get in a rhythm, like I'm like, okay, 1 breath, 2 breath, and then a million thoughts, and I'm like, fuck, I didn't do it.
But that's good.
Get so mad.
Believe it or not, that's very good, because your brain is trying to get all the thoughts out there so you can squeegee them up.
Yeah, exactly. So if you keep like suppressing them, then it just keeps making them come up. So one is like pay attention to your thoughts and be like, oh, there's a thought, and you let it float away, like as if they're clouds in the sky. You just kind of let them float away. And then 2, like if you get to a certain place, you can kind of remember, like kind of acknowledge your thoughts. Just want to be acknowledged, like, okay, we'll come back to that later, and just like remind them, like, okay, you're not forgotten. We're gonna come back to you later.
Right.
Just not the time right now.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That works. I think that works.
It does.
Yeah.
And then your thoughts know like, oh, she's going to get to us later. So we'll leave her alone for now.
Also, if you can get to that place of small, which we'll talk about later, but if you can get to that place of small, man,
yeah.
there are no problems.
In the place of small?
In the place of small, where you're just like, everything's so small. It doesn't, like, none of this really does matter.
That's true.
Got to get to the small place.
And we will get you to the small place.
I'll get you there, folks. I'm going to take you.
How the fuck do I meditate then? Give me some basics. Well, here's like the most basic version of it, okay? Right now,
what do you do?
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to give you like a basic like 101 that you can do like right now. And it's not a guided meditation, but just like to get you into it.
So,
Number 1, get comfortable and prepare to sit still for a few minutes. So after I stop talking, you're just going to simply focus on your natural inhaling and exhaling of your breath. Okay, so number 2, focus on your breath. Focus on where you feel your breath most. This part was really nice to get you into your body is like, do you feel it in your stomach when you breathe in and out? Do you feel it like each breath? Do you feel it in your nostrils, like that warm air going in and then the cold air coming out?
it's about being present.
Yeah, but like really paying attention to where your breath is coming from because it's different for everybody. Will help you get to the present moment and in your body. And then 3, follow your breath for 2 minutes. So take a deep inhale, expanding your belly, and then exhale slowly, elongating the out breath as your belly contracts.
Is that what you do?
This was how I got into it, for sure. And just starting like with a few minutes at a time and then slowly building up to where I could do 10 minutes regularly every day.
Can you describe your process to me?
My process is different every time, but I think it's just depending on what I need that day. Lately, it's been a lot of guided meditations. So I get guided meditations from YouTube. There's a ton that are free. The only thing about YouTube is that you have to have the app open unless you have premium subscription or whatever. Like, you have to have it open. And sometimes, I don't know why, but like some of these channels put an ad right goddamn in the middle of the meditation.
Oh, no.
But just there's a few channels that I do really like that I go to often. Let me just shout them out because there's this one channel that I've been digging a lot lately that deserves a shout out.
Yeah, but we hope that you like our guided meditation the most.
Yeah, for sure. And we're going to do ours first. But, you know, for future, Mary Kate is the channel. And she has like short meditations and she has longer meditations and she has meditations for a lot of different things. A lot of her meditations are about manifesting different things, but which sounds a little hokey because it's like, you know, a lot of like MLMs and like self-help gurus are like manifesting. But and there's I don't want to dig.
But they're brandishing the weapon in a poor way.
Exactly. There's the real thing is really good, but the commercial version of it is really weird. So the way she does it, which I really appreciate, is through gratitude. So it's like a lot of just like raising the energy, like getting rid of that negative energy and like getting positive energy in through thinking of like a lot of things that you're grateful for and like amplifying it. And then just kind of giving yourself like little mantras to say throughout the day to whenever you catch yourself in a negative sort of vibe to like it's kind of like that voice that you were saying before, like to get like, it's like a mantra to like get it back into it. And it's not like a crazy hokey mantra. It could be something that just resonates with you, like I am worthy, or like I am worthy of love. Maybe you're having trouble with self-love, and
if it links to you, then that's great.
And you could even make it your own voice, so your self doesn't go, "This is a fraud," you know. So put it in your own words. Like if it has to be something like "I fucking rule," or something like that.
Seriously, all that shit works, man. You have a board on the wall of your office. And you change out the phrase, but the most latest one's really funny. Yeah, it's not that serious, LOL. Yeah, which I love.
I do. I like that one too. I just love
that one. So that one helps too. Helps me.
That one's been one that I've been using a lot for sure.
Yeah.
So depending on what my feeling is before I go to meditate, it could be that I need healing. It could be that I need like to be grounded. It could be that like, oh, I'm actually in a really good place and I just want to like attract more abundance and like, you know, grow, like just going through a growing phase. Maybe you're there right now. There's meditations for that. And there's a couple other channels, but that's like hers is the main one that I've been going to lately. And then there's one called Your Universe, but it's like YO Universe. Yeah. There's that one.
Sick title.
So I just get in a position. Okay, so I just get in a position and I make sure that the door's closed or there's no kitties that are going to be bothering me. There's no husbands that are going to be bothering me. There's like no distractions, limited distractions. And even if there's noise outside, like a lawnmower is going or some dude is like weed whacking or something, or there's like birds singing, I let that be part of the present moment. So it's just part of it. Like,
but husbands are not part of the present moment.
Don't get angry at it. No, because husbands like want to bother you about something. It's not a consistent thing in the background.
I see.
It's like got to be consistent background noise. But sometimes people get caught up in like, oh, I can't concentrate because there's too much going on in the background. Just accept that that's part of the present moment, like that, and not to get like angry at it. Like we don't have to get angry at it. We just accept.
Love it.
It's a lot of accepting. Other things like, if I do a nighttime meditation, sometimes I like to burn a candle. It just helps me relax.
I like when you do that.
Yeah.
I also love the smell of sage.
Yeah, sage is great.
Smells big for me.
The better one for me is Palo Santo. I think Palo Santo is just like the best smell ever.
What's that one?
It's like the wooden stick. It's really sweet smelling.
Oh.
But yeah, burning some Palo Santo.
Sounds like a sick desert town.
It does.
Like where cowboys used to fight and shit.
So I get in a comfortable position. The best meditations are sitting up, although it's really hard for me to sit cross-legged for long periods of time. And I know it's bad to W sit because it tightens my hips up. But if I can, I'll try to sit up because having a long spine just feels lighter and it feels like more connected for some reason. And you can feel everything a lot more. Sometimes I'm just like, I can't do it and I have to lay down. Laying down's fine too. It's just sometimes you fall asleep.
Got it.
Yeah. And so if you're like doing a morning meditation and you just end up falling back asleep, it's not going to help you.
No. And you've done that. I've seen you fall asleep doing meditations quite a bit.
Yes, I have.
With
Sometimes.
the candle on and the music on, and I'll come in the room and I'm like, what? It looks like a satanic ritual a bit.
Opposite.
I know it's not.
I use selenite.
What is that one?
Oh, it's a pure crystal. It like purifies the
It's
room.
beautiful. I love it. I absolutely love it.
So, Steve, we are coming down to the last 15 minutes of this.
We're probably going to go a little over.
Okay.
Because my guided meditation and everyone thinks is a bit actually takes like probably 20.
20?
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah.
I thought it was like 10.
I mean, I could maybe do it in 10.
No,
but
I mean, take your time.
I want to do it the way I do it.
Do it the way you do it.
I don't want to have a bump.
Help the people.
Yeah.
And maybe you want to bookmark, timestamp this timestamp so that like when you come back here in the future.
I also, I'm just going to take a sec so we can cut and we'll be right back with the guided meditation. Okay, I have just centered myself. I am completely centered. Seems like I'm doing a bit, doesn't it? And for this, Mark, our sound guy, he's just a sound guy. I'm going to ask him to also participate in this. So, Mark, whatever you have to do to your instruments to make them auto whatever, please participate in this with us because I cannot have anyone in this room who's not also doing it.
Okay.
I can't have somebody who's watching it. It's got to be participation.
Okay.
Copy that.
Thank you, Mark. And so we have just gotten the word. So everyone's going to do this together. So whoever you are at home right now, you're going to be doing this with us. And I want you to find a relaxing place. So if you're sitting in a chair, if you're sitting on a couch, wherever you are, you can lay on the floor, whatever you want to do. And I want you to close your eyes. Okay? So we're all doing this together. And forgive me for my cadence during this because this is how I do it. So, okay, we're going to take a deep breath together. Everybody's going to take a deep breath. Ready? We're going to do it again. Ready? Take a deep breath. And we're just focusing on this moment right now. We're not thinking about anything else. You're hearing my voice. You're in whatever room you're in. You're laying on the floor. You're sitting in a chair. And I want you to just, as you're sitting there, I want you to just relax every single muscle in your body. You're not using them. You don't need them right now. You're just chilling. So wherever you are, just relax every muscle in your body and just take a second for yourself. just gonna calm down for a sec, because everybody just needs to calm the fuck down. We're gonna take one more deep breath. And holding on to that relaxation and focusing on that relaxation, I want you to visualize the room that you're in. Take a good look at it. You can look around if you want to, but visualize the room that you're in, everything inside of it. I want you to see you sitting there, laying there, whatever you're doing. Relaxing. And now I want you to go about 10 feet up, wherever that is. Okay. Just go above where you're at right now. If you're in a house and you got 3 stories, go above that, right? I want you to go, let's say 30 feet up, okay? And I want you to just look down on yourself and look down on your surroundings from where you're at right now. So look down on the roof. You know, if the sun's out, you're seeing the sun beat down on the roof. You're seeing cars maybe. You're seeing trees. If the sun's not out, you're seeing the glow of lights on. You're seeing the slow rustle of whatever's in your environment. Doesn't matter. But just visualize all of it. You're looking down at all of it. You're seeing it. Just take another breath with me, okay? Just look down on all that. Now we're going to go a little bit higher, okay? We're actually going to go higher, much higher, okay? We're going to go, let's say 100 feet up. All right? So now you're looking down on wherever your environment is. You're seeing what's around you, your city, your town, your neighborhood. All of it is so much smaller now. You're really up there. You're up in the clouds, and you're looking down on you, and you're just relaxed, and you're not even seeing you anymore. You're seeing your environment. You're seeing everything around you, and you're just up here in the clouds with me, and we're just up here, and you're listening to my voice, and we are suspended in the air. And I've got you. You're going to be fine. Now we're going to go much, much higher than that. I want you to just follow my voice all the way up. You're looking at the clouds as they go under your feet, and you are going higher and higher and higher until you see the earth, and you're just looking down on it. And just visualize that with me. You're just seeing the earth, and you are staring down at it. And you're seeing where you are and where everyone else is, and you're just up here. You're fully relaxed, listening to the sound of my voice. You feel the warm feeling from the sun on your back. You're totally relaxed. Let's just take a second up here. Just look down on everything, all your worries, all your problems, everything in your life. It's all down there now. You're not taking it with you. You're up here with me. It's peaceful up here. You can come here anytime you want. It's free. Just come up here anytime you need it, because you do need it. Now, I want you to turn around. The earth is at your back. You are staring out into the infinite cosmos, and all the bright light of the universe is shining on you. We are so lucky that the bright light of the universe finds its way to us from so many places. So many places, billions of places, find you and find me in this moment, and they're shining their light on us. We are so lucky for this. I want you to feel that, because the universe wants you to know that it loves you. If you just listen to it, you just have to hear this message. It's so important that you hear this message, because it's trying to send you love, and other things get in the way all the time. But this right here, billions of points of light finding you. This is what it's all about. This is the stuff that we're put here for, to find this light and to find this place. You need to feel it. Just feel all this beautiful energy. Just let it flow through you. Just accept it. Don't fight it. Just accept it and feel it. And breathe. You can come here anytime you want, and you can feel this anytime you need to. And the universe wants you to know that. You are loved. You have no idea. Now we're very thankful for this feeling. We're thankful for these positive energies that we're feeling. We have a lot of gratitude for this moment. And we're going to turn back around. We're facing the earth. We're slowly moving back towards it, but remembering these positive energies. We're taking them back with us. We're taking that warm feeling back with us. We're going lower and lower and lower. You can start to see your city. You can start to see your town. You can start to see the top of your roof. Or wherever you are, outside, wherever you are. You can start to see where you are, where you exist. And we're going all the way down now, all the way just up over the roof now. And then we're going right down in. Now you're in your room, you're back in your body. You're visualizing yourself in your space. And you're remembering, and you're holding on to the gratitude, holding on to that energy. And now you can open your eyes. How's that feel?
Good.
Mark, how you feel?
Amazing.
Yeah?
At peace.
At peace, right?
Yeah.
And I did it with time to spare, so we can still shill the
I
show.
told you it wasn't 20 minutes long.
Well, I could have.
Well, I told you.
I like to take people up there and then let them sit there for a couple minutes.
Yeah. Let them sit there a couple minutes.
Well, I know, but
why didn't you? You wussed out?
I wanted to. It's a lot of dead air.
You're like these little baby meditators.
It's a lot of dead air.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, but that's okay in a guided meditation.
That's true.
Yeah, it's okay to.
So if you want, when you're up there, you can pause it.
Yeah.
And just chill for a sec.
Yeah. You know what I liked? Sometimes you say this, sometimes you don't. Is like there's like this the light from the universe. Like sometimes like you have it has like a glittery, glowy like.
Yes.
I like to envision what that looks like.
Yeah.
And I bring it back down. I steal it. I take it back down here and I keep it.
You should.
Yeah. I'm like this is mine.
Well, that feeling, right?
Glitter,
the feeling that
glowy
I
energy.
feel it right now. That feeling of like whatever that is. Like,
Yeah.
It's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sticks to you.
It's sticky. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you let it, and if you remember that you can go there anytime you want, which is the corniest part. I know that, but I'm telling you, man, this shit will change your life, dude.
What I like about it is like, because when I first got into meditating and trying guided meditations and stuff, yeah, it sounds corny and stuff, but I also am of the mind of like, why not? Like, what makes going into your mind, doing something for free, which is visualizing and like centering yourself and like visualizing yourself in space or whatever, and like doing all that, what makes that weirder than like our reality of like going to a job every day and like you know why is one super accepted and the other one is like hey, I'm just allowing myself to like play in my mind and go somewhere.
It doesn't matter. I just think that
well, I'm just trying to break down for anyone who's judging themselves doing it.
No, for sure.
Like just let go of that judgment, because it logically, why is that judgment there?
It's no different than leaving a movie and feeling good.
Yeah.
Like, why did you feel good walking out of that movie? It had a happy ending, whatever it was. You're in a crowd of people, maybe back in the day anyway.
It took you to a different place.
Took you to a different place, made you forget about your problems for a while, and that's all this is about.
Yeah.
And the thing that some people get hung up on, though, is the part where I talk about how the universe loves you and wants you to know that. That, I feel like, almost sounds religious or whatever, but it really is just about... you're going to get sent a lot of energy in life, like good, bad, everything else. But if you can just accept the love and don't accept the other stuff, if you can just focus on accepting the love, I promise you it will change your life. But it's so hard to tell people that sometimes because they,
It reminds me of that one scene in Happy Gilmore where Chevy Chase is like, harness the good energy, block bad. Harness good, block bad.
Yeah, for sure.
He's like making, he's like being, it's comedy, but it also like, I'm
telling you, man, because does the universe also send hatred? Sure. Does the universe also send like malaise and all this bad stuff? Yeah, sure. But I'm talking about what you accept, right? That to me will change your life.
Or what you carry around with you.
Exactly. And that's all I mean by that. And some people don't have a choice, right? But it's not about that. It's about focusing on the good, the love, the positive stuff. That's all. So.
Lately, I've been visualizing this inner light, which is like, if we're going to expose our vulnerable,
let's do it,
corniness. I've just been focusing on this like inner light, and how it's part of the bigger light.
It is.
It's just like
that's how I feel.
There's a piece of it in everybody.
I think we are all the same as the sun. We're all the same as like all the celestial bodies, everything, because we all came from the same spot. Literally, if you look up what the Big Bang's about, everything that exists like was created in that second.
Yeah.
So
it's made of the same.
We're all made of the same
matter,
shit.
Yeah.
And so, I just think everything's connected and it's beautiful. And if you accept that, great. If you can't yet, listen to it again.
Fuck you.
Listen to it again.
I mean, listen to it again.
Listen to it again. And click on the ad. We'll put an ad during it too. We should jump to a break in the middle of it.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what some of these meditation channels do. I'm just trying to warn you. Like, I'm giving you the good shit so that you don't go to the ones that have the ads in the middle of the...
I wish we had an ad like selling coats in the middle of it or something.
Yeah.
That'd be fantastic.
All right. Well, I hope that helped you guys out. Sweet.
So there you go. So hopefully it helped all you guys out there. That's what we aim for on the show.
Yeah.
And
some shit they don't tell you.
That's it.
They don't tell you that shit.
There it is.
Who tells you this shit?
If you would like to make fun of me, you can do that down in the comments below. And don't forget to leave a comment. And don't forget to rate the show. It helps out a lot. You guys have no idea. And please tell your friends about the show because it helps out a lot too.
And check out our Patreon. We do a bonus episode every month for Shit They Don't Tell You After Dark.
Yes, After Dark.
And there's a Discord there. And we do a lot of other fun stuff like live streams and stuff. So check it out.
We love it. We know everybody. It's a blast.
Come back next week and we'll see you then.
Bye.
Bye.